Hello everyone, my name is Alex Molina and I'm here to discuss how new investors could reduce the risk of losing lots of money in the stock market. Usually new investors just want to make money so quickly, and that's just not how it works. You must have a long-term mindset in order to make a profit, and I'll discuss what that means later in the video. So right now I just want to reference a website called Financial Express, which discusses how you must understand what you are invested in. This is very important, because if you don't understand what you're invested in, if you don't know the financials, if you don't know if they're making a profit, if you don't know if they're making revenue, then you really don't know what you are invested in. So what you have to do, you must go on Yahoo Finance, look at the earnings per share. You have to look at the financial statements, the income statement, the balance sheet, and the cash flows, and understand their revenues, their expenses, all their operating expenses. You must understand their net profit and if they're making a profit, because you want to invest in a company that you see a foreseeable future in growth. You want to invest in something that's going to grow. You don't want something that's going to go down. You don't want something that's not going to make a profit in the long term. So you must understand what you are invested in before you actually go and invest in something. Also, another website that I would like to talk about is the website called The Fifth Person, which is another financial services website. And this website talks about diversification and how diversification is very important. And I love diversification because it is very important. Because if you're not diversified, let's take this for example. Let's say you have a lot of money and you just put it in one stock. Let's say GoPro, and then GoPro goes bankrupt. Then guess what happens? You lose all your money. You can't get that money back. You lose everything. So what you have to do is kind of invest in Apple, invest in Facebook, invest in different types of companies that aren't in the same industry, and have a full range of I don't know, healthcare companies, and tech companies, and social media companies. You have to have a portfolio that's very diversified, because if one stock goes bankrupt, it doesn't hurt you that much because you have other companies in your portfolio. For example, if you look at the VTI fund, which is a total market fund, which includes a lot of companies in that fund. So it has little percentages of companies in a fund. So here it is. So with this fund, it includes Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook. So in this fund, it includes all these companies, exactly 3,632 companies, which is a lot, I know, but that's what diversification is, and you must diversify in order to not lose money. It's very important. Now I want to dig into one of the best websites that I really love for investment research. It's called Motley Fool. And this article I was particularly looking at talked about time and how time is really important, especially in the stock market. For example, let's go back to the VTI fund and let's see how it performed throughout these 10 years. So in 2008, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the crash. So in 2008, the portfolio decreased 36%. But if people sold off here, that means they lost a lot of money. But if they didn't sell off, they had all this to gain, all these percentages to gain. So time is very valuable. And throughout these 10 years, this portfolio, this ETF, made 8% yearly. And that's amazing, especially for a new investor. And I just know that diversification, time, and understanding the market are essentials to being a new investor. You must understand all these principles, and you must really go in depth with all these things in order to understand what you're doing and make a profit, because that's what you want to do. That's the end goal.